Hey, this is Dwayne Bennett. This is Dwayne Bennett with 365 Live. This is 142, I think, maybe 43, 142, uh, 365 Live, the Worry to Winning Solution. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I just got off the phone with my son. My son is in Navy. And he's I guess it's all right to say where he is. Yeah, I don't think that's no big deal. He's in San Diego, California, right? And he's on the newest, been assigned to the newest destroyer. And destroyer is the one in the Navy that has the big cannon on it that blows up other ships. He's been assigned to the newest destroyer that's in the Navy. And when I went out there a couple of months ago, I was able to go on the destroyer, and I was taking on a tour of the destroyer. Certain areas that I, could go on to, certain areas I couldn't. But it was just amazing. This piece of machinery, this vessel, it cost $1.4 billion. $1.4 billion vessel destroyer, and my son is responsible. He's just been promoted to what they call operations services specialist, and he's responsible for determining some of the navigational things, where subs are, where what you call it, planes are in the area, where the ship is itself, part of that. Before that, he has other jobs. He worked in the kitchen for some time. He went in there, and then he also, when he told me he steered the ship, I was able to see that it is a steering wheel, and there's about this size, $1.4 billion ship, big as it is as a steering wheel, part of the navigation. He does all those great things, and he also has a car, right? So he called me tonight and said, Dad, there's two things I want to tell you. Is one, I got the gift. I sent him a gift, and two, he said I need some help. I said, what type of help you need? And I'm so excited that now he's older. He asks me for advice all the time. When he was younger, he didn't ask me for advice. When he's older, he asks me advice. So I guess when you say train up a child in the way that she go, and when he's older, he won't turn from it. Where he's coming back to me now, and I appreciate he's doing it. Hey Joe, hey Anthony, hey Byron, good to see y'all. Appreciate y'all chiming in, give me a thumbs up or do something. Let me know you're with me. And so he called me, and the second part was he said, Dad, my tire blew out, and on my car. I said, your tire blew up. You all right? He said, yeah, I'm all right. He said, but he said, tell me, what should I do? I said, well, did you put the donut on it? He said, did I put the donut on it? I said, yeah, the donut. I said, the spare tire. And check this out. He says, spare tire. He said, I got a spare tire. I said, man, you got a spare tire in your trunk. You got a spare tire in your trunk. I said, you drive a $1.4 billion vessel responsible for many people's lives, navigation, all those things. You got an own vehicle. You didn't know you had a spare? He said, I'm surprised by that. He said, I'm glad you told me. He said, now I'm going to go back out there, because he drove it it wasn't far from where he was going. I'm going back out there. I'm going to put the spare on it. And then he was also asking me, hey, Randy, hey, Tony. He was asking me about, what type of tire you should get, all those things. I was telling him what to do, giving him the advice and all those things. And he said to me, he said, I'm so glad you told me I had a spare. He said, I didn't know I had a spare in there. So now it's going to make it so much easier for me. And then he said, now I can take care of this thing tonight. I get everything fixed tonight, and I'll be ready to go tomorrow, because he's in San Diego, about 3 hours behind us. So this was about, I think, 8 o'clock our time, 5 o'clock their time. So, it just was amazing that, you deal with this ship, you have this car, and then when the things that inside the car that he needed, he didn't know that they were there, right? But when I opened up his eyes and told him that they were, he could use those things, and he said that would make his life easier. He could take care of some things right now, and that way he could go forward faster. You know what? If you're listening to me tonight, you're a $1.4 billion vessel. You are. Your mind, your body, and your spirit. You're greater. You're really unlimited in your potential. You're unlimited in your value. You're unlimited in the things that you can do. But just like my son, when his tire broke and tire blew out, and he had a spare in it, he didn't know that he had it in it, so he couldn't use it to make his life easier. And I think that's what's happening to us. We are these incredible beings. We're the highest level and most intellectual beings on earth. We are special. We have gifts. We have purpose. We have things we need to do in this life, but we don't take the time. Here we go to look inside of us. Like my son didn't take the time to look inside of his car to see he had a spare. We don't take the time to look inside of us to determine our gifts, to determine what we can have the world give to the world, to determine how to use the things that we have. Here go, just like my son, to make our life easier, so we can go faster, so we can get to that next level in a speedy, efficient fashion. So I want to tell you tonight, you got to look at yourself bigger than you are. You're not just this body with these clothes on. You're the highest level of intellectual being and consciousness on the planet, in the universe, as far as we know. And there's so many things inside of you that you don't not even looking there to bring those things out, to make your life easier, just like my son, so he can use them and move faster, so you can use those things and move faster to get close to your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. So I'm going to ask you to take some time to yourself, even meditate, get away in the morning, get away in the afternoon, get away in the evening, and look inside of yourself and take an inventory as to who you really are and what you have inside of you. And then I'm telling you, literally write these things down and go back and see how you can bring those things out of you to be used, just like the spare tire, and make yourself better, which in turn will make the world better, because that's part of who you are. And one of my coaches one time had me to, and that's one thing you'll hear me say a lot. I'm just letting you be transparent. One of the coaches, I invested myself, and I had a coach, and I paid the coach, and I invest. And the coach told me to write down 77 things, great things about myself, and don't get up from my seat until I get to 77. And I was like, 77 things? I can't think of 77 good things about myself. I can't think of 77 skills I have. I can't think of 77 things that I could use in this world that's right inside of me. And I sat down and write, and I took the advice. I did what she said. We talking about implementation. You remember last night I said, we got to start implementing. Stop telling me, oh, this is great, this is good, I agree, and then you trying to come back and forth with something. No, implement these things I'm telling you. So I implemented what my coach told me to do. I sat down, and it was hard. It was real hard at first. I got to 3 to 4, and I'm like, I can't even think of any other thing. But I didn't get up because my coach said, don't get up till you finish. And I got to 5, I got to 6, and then I got to 20 and 21 and 22. And it felt like something started to break, and something started to come out of me to tell me who I was. And I got to write, and my hand was going so fast that I was able to go. And I got to 77. And I was surprised at when I went back and looked at my list of all the things, here we are, that I have inside of me, I have access to, that makes me special, that makes me, here we go, makes me great, doing more what makes me awesome. And then I could use that to go back to motivate myself, inspire myself, and then use this $1.4 billion vessel, this mind, body, and spirit I have to make my life better, to make my situation better, to make more money, to get close to my dreams, to get close to my goals, to get close to my aspirations. And now when I'm down, I don't have to look outside of myself for validation. I just got to go to my list. So stop going outside of yourself for validation and try to figure out who you are. Go with inside. And when those things come up, write those things down. So when you get to a hard spot, when you don't think you can make it, when you don't think you can get over the hump, when you think that's it's not over till the fat lady sings, but let's say it's not over until you read your list. And when you read your list, I guarantee you, by the time you finish, by the time you probably get to 25 or 30, you're going to feel better. You're going to be more inspired. You're going to be ready to go, because you're this multi-billion-dollar vessel with all these things inside, with all this purpose inside, with all these skills inside, with all these things inside it that you got to get out, and you got to start using to make your life easier, to make your life better, to make your life more efficient, to make things that you do turn to gold, so you can get to your next level, so we can do what? So we can move from worry, and I'm going to stop talking about a lot of worry, right? We're really to get on the winning side, right? So when you're playing small, you're on the worry side. When you don't know who you are, you're on the worry side. When you haven't looked at yourself from the inside out, you're on the worry side. When you don't know your skill set, you're on your worry side. When you only wrote down 15 things, when there's 77 things you can write down, you're on the worry side. I'm trying to get you on the winning side. How do you get to the winning side? How do you get to close to your goals, your dreams, your aspiration? Here you go. Look inside. Look inside yourself, write it down, get those things down. Matter of fact, share them with me, share them with others. Let people know who you really are. But more important than letting people know who you really are, you're letting yourself know who you really are. Your self-actualization, your self-realization, your self-realization, your purpose for self will come out, and that's going to take you from worry to winning. I'm telling you, that's what we need to go. Stay off the worry side and get to the winning side. And how do you get to the winning side? Implementation. Every night, I'm going to give you something to do. Implementation is to when you get off the live, stop clicking around, stop just going to other things. Just take some time for yourself. Get yourself 15 minutes. I'm guarantee you, if you give yourself 15 minutes a day, give yourself 15 minutes a night, it'll turn into 15 hours of success, motivation, inspiration, and it'll prepare you faster. Just like my son, right? He was able to get that tire, get on the car, now he can move faster, then he can go where he got to do, now he can repair things, and he can get to his next level. The same thing for you. That inside of you, I need you to go inside, do that, write it down, 77, look at it, and start moving on the things that really define who you really are. And you're going to be surprised when you get to number 35, 36, 37. I'm telling you, something's going to happen. You're going to be like, I should have done this 15 years ago, 20 years ago, so I can really see where I am. I'm telling you, we move from worry to winning. Thank you for spending some time with me. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you, a lot of times when I speak for organizations, they're for people in the organizations only. But I'm doing a public event with this organization called AIM, and that's going to be at 11 o'clock. These are for my local people at 11 o'clock. Well, shoot, you don't have to be local. If you want to come in and spend some time with me, I'm doing Q&A. I'm going to be doing some of these things. I got an announcement I'm going to make. It's going to be great. It's 11 o'clock this Saturday, and I think it's at one of the libraries. But what I'm going to do once I'm finished, I'm going to put the link and the advertisement. Either you're going to see it above, you can see it below, or you may see it on the side of what I'm going to be doing this weekend. About I think it's 11 o'clock, from 11 to 12 or 10:30 to 12 or something like that. But it'll be on, the time will be on the advertisement. If you're local, or if you're not local, if you want to get me live, look, this 365 live. I guess that'll be 365 live, real live. How about that? If you want to see me real live, you can come. Oh, it's a free event. It's a free event, and you're going to come. I'm going to be doing some, I think, some training. I call it motivational training, because it's going to be short, and it's going to be some people there, and I want to be close and intimate, be able to answer some questions, be able to do some interactive things. So it's going to be a motivational training, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, and the reason I want spending time to let people know, because, like I said, when I do things for corporations, private organizations, or if you will, fraternities, sororities, or churches, those things is usually for the members. But this is open to the public. I'm so excited it's open to the public, so that we can get together. I can shake hands. Some of the people that come on here all the time, we can shake some hands, see you directly, answer some questions, and we can go forward. So that's going to be this weekend, this Saturday. Today is what? Today is Tuesday. It's going to be this Saturday at 11 o'clock, and I'm going to put the advertisement on there for you. So, got that? Let me do a quick recap. Look inside, because there's some treasures within. There's some things within you. You haven't discovered them. They're there. They're dormant. They're waiting for you, because you're this multi-billion-dollar vessel with all of these bells and whistles and all of these nozzles and all these great things to use, but you haven't been using them because you haven't discovered them, because you haven't gone inside to pull them out. And then what? You can become the person you've been created to be, because just like Les Brown said, there's greatness inside of you. And tonight, I want to start to put it out, so we can get to what? Get off the worry side, get on the winning side, and we're going to implement this thing by sitting down and write 77 good things about ourselves, and we're not going to get up till we get to 77. Do me a favor. Share some of those things with me. Share some of those things with others to help you keep accountable, and then we're going to move forward with that. Thank you for spending this time with me tonight. Moving where? From worry to winning, and I'll see you on the other side.